We have to push it 400 times and hope it turns on. I don't know how long I've had this thing, but I'm not kidding.
Is that the one I got in?
I think this is only the second crock pot I've ever had. I think the one you're talking about is the first one I ever had. Okay, putting it on low for 10 hours. See, it always does turn on. We have babies, we've got all sorts of things going on, but this will be our supper. What are you doing in here? Ew. You know what? They were in the car for a bit. I bet your sister. Bet your sister dropped a piece of gum and it landed on your boot. It's easy to peel off. Hunter, you're not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to be in here. You belong outside. Yeah, bud? Oh, okay. I love you. What happened to your bunny's ear? Yeah, they're still cute. Good morning. We got kiddos out the door. Oh, the sunrise looks pretty. I need to get out there and get a few minutes of sun in my eyes, on my face. It's a little cold, but trying to be better about doing that. We got kids out the door. Riley took them this morning. I got sourdough started. Roast in the crock pot. You want cheese with your... We need second breakfast apparently, so she's requesting a fruit plate and some cheese. So we're gonna get her a little snack. She's done some coloring already. I'm debating sitting and having a second decaf coffee this morning just for the like, I don't know, the moment. 3 slices? Is that good? And then we'll wash an apple and slice it. You're gonna do your oranges. And then that should be good, hey? Okay, I'll put it over by your coloring. And you can keep working. We're just gonna bring our coffee out with us. Okay, that felt really good actually. It's tough because number one, the cold. Like the cold's one thing, but over here in Alberta we get a lot of wind. We're gonna squish our water and salt into our sourdough. Did you even wash your hands? Yeah, so we're gonna squish this in, and then I like ran myself out of cleaning supplies in my house, so, but I have like toilets that need to get cleaned, and I'm out of paper towel, and I'm out of dish soap, so I've been using like, it's the mint hand soap, so it's healthy, but it's not as powerful as dish soap. So anyway, I'm just like, I don't know if anybody else ever does this, where they catch themselves unprepared on their cleaning supplies, and then you're at home and there's a million things to clean, but you're not prepared to do any of it. So I'm gonna have to get stocked up on cleaning stuff at some point. So I'm probably gonna go into the store in town that sells mint. I'm out of all-purpose cleaner. And I need a new toilet bowl scrubber. Or the one I have just like, it's too soft or something. It doesn't work. Well, it's like rubber. It's a Norwex one, and I'm sure they're great, but they don't seem to work for me. So I'm gonna get like an actual bristled one. I feel like I'm not getting a good clean. So we're gonna pick one of those up. So I'm gonna do laundry. Like I said, I'm gonna work out, get ready, and then probably run into town and do some of that like right after lunchtime. So I still have time to do a little bit of cleaning before getting the kids. There we go. Oh, thanks. Okay, so part of my laundry routine has become each of my boys gets a basket. That way, because I was finding they share a room, but I was putting all their stuff in one basket and asking them to put it away, and half of it would be in the wrong drawers all the time. One would come up wearing the other's pants. It was just a gong show. So finally I was like, okay, basket for one, basket for two. They're responsible to put it away and organize it into their drawers. Seems to be helping a lot. You got it, girl. Take it, please.
Mommy, look at this boat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Me and Dallas are going to start building it tomorrow.
Make sure those get put in your drawers nice. Sorry. We have a clear counter until this load's done.
A little bit different.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got the steaks marinating yesterday. I'm just gonna flip them because the container just wasn't quite big enough to make sure that they are all submerged the whole time. I don't typically marinate my steak. I usually just do butter and salt as I'm cooking, or I'll salt it a few days ahead. But these are sirloins, and the last time I made sirloin, they were just too tough to enjoy, especially for the kids. So I'm gonna try it this time this way and see how it goes. So before I do my workout, I got my laundry done. I am going to just sit and quickly go through my day of eating. So I'll quickly like pre-log everything into my tracker app. I am logging this month. There's a few select days that I will be pretty chill about it, but I just needed that accountability of having to plug my food in. So it was just a good way to reset after holidays and where there's like zero accountability. And so I'm just finding it's been like a really good mindset to be in, of just being accountable. I'm not, I don't have my calories set low or anything. They're just at a maintenance level, and it's felt good. So yeah, I find if I just take a moment somewhere in my morning to quickly throw all my meals in for the day, then it's basically like menu planning for the day. I know exactly what I'm making for each meal and how that breaks down in my day. And so I find if I have lunch and supper in there, then I'm not like eating lunch and then getting to supper and being like, oh yeah, I gotta make something that works with what's left in my macros. I can kind of just get it all sorted out at once, and it just makes the rest of the day smooth. So I'm gonna do that quickly. I can't film while I'm doing that because I'm using my phone as my camera. Day 2 done. Okay, this is my lunch. I just used it to make a reel. So I don't know. We'll see if it turns out fun. And then I'll share it one of these days on Instagram. For now, I'm gonna refuel after that workout. So I got some chicken breast I just grilled on the smoker, avocado with salt and pepper, and an apple. So we have protein, healthy fats, and fiber-filled carbs. For a long time, I felt like I almost was stunted on, maybe not stunted, but like paralyzed on what to post on Instagram because I had so many ideas in my head, but I couldn't figure out what to like focus in on. And as I've just like stayed consistent, I know I've talked about that in another vlog about how I'm just challenging myself to be consistent with these things this year. And as I've stayed consistent, I've found my mind is so much clearer on being able to focus on one post at a time. So instead of like, well, I want to talk about this and that and whatever, and like, when do I do it all and where do I start? It was just like, if I just have been able to choose a subject, focus on creating a post about it, and then it like frees that part of my mind and I can go to the next idea. And it's been kind of cool to see how that has worked for me and how it's like made me feel like I can actually zone in on a few of these topics that I would like to post about. Okay, we got our laundry switched over to the dryer. I'm gonna start it. Got some fresh stuff hanging. I have to hang a lot of my clothes because I'm tall. What are you doing? So it kind of makes laundry a bigger ordeal sometimes, which is why this morning I had my rack out here, because as much as the one in my laundry room is very helpful, if I have a bunch of jeans or just more items, sometimes it's just faster. I can do more loads and then load some of it out there and some of it in there, and we just crank things out a little quicker. But I do have laundry sitting in my dining room sometimes then. Boop. Kind of a fun little quick twisty do. I found out I have an extra errand to do while I'm in town picking the boys up. So instead of going to get my cleaning supplies locally here and coming home and doing some cleaning, I'm gonna just pick them up on my way through town, then do my other errand, get the kids, and I will just push cleaning off to when I come home, which is fine. I have done all my stretch and folds with this, so I'm gonna let it just sit until I come home, and then I'll shape it and put it in the fridge. I'll bake it tomorrow morning. Okay, we're gonna go in and find our cleaning supplies. Okay, so they were out of a few things, but they're restocking today or tomorrow, so she's gonna call me. But for now, I got the dish soap because I've been out of that. I got an extra bottle of the all-purpose. I want a refill like this, which is coming. So I'll pick one of those up too, but this way I can keep one downstairs and one upstairs. And then I'm gonna try the laundry booster. I haven't tried their laundry stuff yet. With our water in the country, sometimes it's a little bit trickier to find things that work as well as they do in town, but we'll give that a try. I'm just gonna add it to what I'm currently using rather than trying the booster and their laundry detergent at the same time. But yeah, anyway, those are some of the cleaning products that I like to use. I thinking.
Oh,
Okay, we're home. The roast smells really good in the crock pot. I am going to unpack the kids' lunches and clean those up, and then I'm going to shape my sourdough bread and get it in the fridge. My bread has to rest now for a few minutes before I do the final shaping, but I figured I'd take the chance to just kind of chat. One thing that I just really desire for this channel is that you never leave a video without being encouraged in some way. I know that like lifestyle vlogs can just be very consumer-ish, and obviously at this stage I am with my channel and I don't know what the future holds for it, but I'm not here to like push products on you or anything like that. I'm making no money from my videos at the moment, but I still like to share the things that I do use, and yet I don't want to get to the end of the video and be like, oh, that's great, so now we just have X, Y, and Z to go and buy. Or act like I think you need the cleaning products I buy or anything like that. Like, so I hope nothing ever comes across that way. It's really just days like this where I'm like stopping in here and picking up different things. Like, it's mostly just for interest. Like, in case you're getting bored with the days where I go nowhere and spend no money and do nothing outside of housework. It's just kind of a fun thing to take you along and see. We're all out there buying different products for different uses in our home and whatnot. And so I find it's helpful to see the clean products other people are using. But yeah, today my goal for the vlog was kind of just to take you along. I feel like it was a productive day, and yet there's still so many things in my house that needed to get done that didn't. But sometimes I have to look at my day and just think like, what did I get done? And we got some laundry done. I got to have coffee with my husband. I got a workout in. I got to film some content for Instagram. I have bread going. So if you're a mom, I was thinking about this today. If you're any woman who sometimes gets to the end of the day and thinks like, wow, I didn't get very much done today. Imagine if you were taking a camera with you all day. Because when I do have this going, I really realize how much I am doing, because I'm constantly like, oh yeah, well, in order to do this next thing I need to do, I gotta move the camera over here and over here. And it makes you realize how many things you really are doing constantly all day long. And sometimes they're not big dramatic things that create big change or a big effect in your home, and yet all these little things do create a big effect. I mean, if I didn't do the laundry or prepare ahead of time for the next meal, or start the bread in the morning so that I could finish it in the afternoon so that I can bake it tomorrow, like all of these things culminate in our family having the food they need at the right time that they need, and just like creating ease through the week. And so same thing with like when I cooked my chicken for lunch today. I had pounded it out and salted it yesterday. The roast I took out of the freezer yesterday morning so that this morning I could put it in defrosted, and I just find it needs a little bit less cook time to reach that pull apart and shred. And so all that to say, like, I think sometimes we undervalue these little things that us moms and women and wives are planning ahead on all the time, and constantly like what's in the fridge, what needs to be used first before it goes bad, and like there's so much strategy to homemaking. And so I just want to encourage you today, like, don't belittle the small things that you do or the things that seem small, because I just think they add up to such big things in the grand scheme of how our homes are running and how our families get to thrive within that. So that's my encouragement for this video today. So I really need to invest in like a vanity basket at some point. Or even just, these bowls are a little bit oddly sized. Like it's a bit tight, but I don't know. I find putting them in a really big bowl, then I don't get the same rise out of them. So I like to use these bread bags. They're really cheap at Real Canadian wholesale store. And I just kind of break them, split them open, and then I put them over the bowl and use a bread clip or like a bag clip to secure them, and then they seem to work really nicely because my bread's not directly touching the plastic, but they're sealed. So these will go in the fridge. I'll bake them tomorrow sometime. I am very excited to have dish soap again. I'm gonna fill up my dish soap container. So these bags are awesome because you get several fills out of them, and I buy them like this and then I store them in my laundry room. I'll show you where they are after. But yes, then you just use this little tabby and we refill. I find if I open the tab and then kind of squish the bag, it goes fastest. Okay, this is my cleaning supply cupboard. Actually don't need that box in there anymore. So as you can see, okay, this is hilarious. I hid this shirt. My husband, is his favorite shirt. It has holes in it. And he hasn't noticed. I hid it in there because I didn't have the heart to toss it yet. But he hasn't noticed. He's gonna know now because he's gonna watch this YouTube video. But this shirt's a disaster. There's like grease stains, holes, and yet he will wear it every single day. So that's why that was in there. Anyway, we have hand soap. I also need to actually pull that out and go restock my hand soap. Floor wash. This may last me my lifetime because I use such a small amount in my vacuum mop glass cleaner. I had an extra one of those already, so didn't pick one of those up today. I do need more all-purpose, but they were out, so I'm waiting to hear that they've restocked on that. But that's my little mint cleaning cupboard. So I also stopped and grabbed a restock of my Camo C. So this is a Camo vitamin C. I've been really liking it. I'm gonna have Dallas take some too, along with the grass-fed beef liver. I usually buy a local one, but they were out of stock at the health food store. So I grabbed these because they won't be back in stock, I guess, till the end of the month. So he had tested as slightly anemic, and so this should help to increase his iron levels. And then I've been taking Tudka for liver support, so I grabbed another bottle of that. Okay, I'm gonna shred my roast. So this I have not touched all day since I put it in there this morning. I'm gonna trim the strings off of it. I'll show you. So that's what it looks like. I'll trim the strings off and then I'll show you how easily it pulls apart. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this without tipping over. Okay, so It literally just shreds apart. And there's a ton of liquid in the bottom just from the roast itself. The bottom of the crock pot. You could probably like pull the liquid out and make a gravy or something. We're not really big gravy people, so I don't do that. I just let it sit in the juices. And then when I pull it out of the crock pot later, like after we've had supper, I will leave the juices behind, and I usually let the dog lick it up and have a good treat. But yeah, that's literally all I do. I'll get barbecue sauce out and salt and pepper later and some stevia ketchup, and people can kind of do what they want with it, but it's so tender and just pulls apart, and it is honestly like the easiest way to prepare a protein for supper. So it's awesome for busy days. Okay, now that I have yams in the oven and the roast is shredded, I'm going to finish unpacking the things that I got at Winners. Yay, we got a scrub brush. So I'll throw that in the bathroom. What else did I get? I got some like cleaning gloves for, I thought this was pretty. We have gold accents in our bathroom, so simple. And we'll do the job. Yeah, got some rubber gloves because I get really dry, cracked hands when I'm in water a lot, and the amount I'm in the kitchen, I'm in water a lot. So I'm gonna try to remember to put these on because that's half the battle, right? I thought these were cool. So they're like little scrub brushes for appliances. There's a few areas that I struggle to clean, and that's like in this crease here. I don't know how well you can see it. In this crease, ooh, that's hot. Stuff just, I don't know. I'm hoping that this little scrubber is gonna be my friend for that crease. Okay, next, little sponge holder. Little scrubbers, I find they like have really good grit to get stuff off pans and whatnot. So this way I can just pop it in to there. Instead of, I usually leave it in the sink, but thought it'd be nice to actually put it out of the way and have it on the counter in something. Okay, that's gonna be my new little scrubber friend. And then I'm just gonna throw this extra one under the sink in my cleaning bucket so that I know I have an extra one when I need it.
What are you doing?
Is it weird that I'm excited to go scrub this toilet? It's so bad. That other one was doing a crap all job, so we're gonna go get highly satisfied by this. And I will not be showing you.